Hey, JT here. The last video I posted was about paw symptoms, and really quickly in there I mentioned using dreams, and I thought people would want me to elaborate on that because it's confusing, and most people have no idea what it is. After they have it, they are confused and shocked and like, what the hell just happened in my dream? Um, Using dreams happen in recovery. um, your brain is fixing itself after your use of drugs, and it's coping without your drugs. So your brain and your body really are craving the substances, and it comes out when you sleep. Your defenses, so to speak, are lowered mentally, and you get these using dreams of you using your substance, a substance, various substances. um, Oftentimes you'll have the dream and somehow you've already used the substance, and you're sitting in the room, guilty beyond belief, scared, paranoid of who's going to find out, what's going to happen to you. They're completely normal. There might be scary dreams. They might be enticing dreams. You might wake up and still feel high, actually, from the dream, and you might be like, "Oh man, I miss this feeling," but it's not real. And as long as you just put it in its place of it's still a dream, because they'll feel ridiculously real. Um, it didn't actually happen, so just keep that in mind. Uh, like I said, your brain is fixing itself physically after you stop using. So it's trying to do anything it can to convince you to use. You just have to be aware of it. It's a dream. You can learn from the dream. Don't dwell on what happened in it. You might, like I said, wake up with massive guilt, even physical hangover. When I was actually sober and I drank in my dream, I woke up with hangover symptoms, and it took a little bit to just tell myself it didn't actually happen, and the symptoms kind of passed. But when I was in that hangover state physically, all I thought about was, man, I'd like a drink to get rid of this feeling, which is insanity. But that's the addiction. Um, you learn from the dream as much as you can, and you move on from it. And I was told early in recovery, you tell yourself that even if you're not, even if you want to use at that moment, just tell yourself until you convince yourself that you're grateful it didn't happen. Um, and most times after the dream, you wake up, you'll remember them, and you'll remember what it felt like to actually use, and you'll remember the disappointment, the anger, just every negative emotion that we can have. You'll remember them. So it's great evidence to just, instead of tricking you into using, to make you keep going in recovery. So those are using dreams. They're simple, but most often really disturbing and scary. And people I know in recovery have been having them um, nightly for X amount of weeks. They could not have them for 5 years sober and then have one night. Totally random. Um, it's just your subconscious screwing with you a little bit. So just learn what you can. Be grateful it didn't happen, and keep going. So be healthy.